A lot of you are buzzing about the new American crime story, Impeachment. It's all about the Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton affair. Monica was on the Today Show this morning promoting the new series when she was asked if she thinks Bill Clinton owes her an apology. Well, here's what she had to say.
I think there was a long period before my life changed, the last 6 or 7 years, where I felt a lot in terms of there not being this resolution. And I'm very grateful that I don't have that feeling anymore. I don't need it. He should want to apologize in the same way that I want to apologize any chance I get to people that I've hurt and my actions have hurt.
So DBL Nation, we always want to hear what you think. Does Bill Clinton, in your opinion, owe Monica Lewinsky an apology? Yes or no? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Erica, you have been very forthright about your feelings. What do you think?
Yeah, I think she answered the question perfectly, just as when she said, just as I would want to apologize to people who I've hurt in the past. And none of us are exempt from that. None of us are exempt from that apology, whether it's delayed or not, because everybody's hurt someone, intentional or not. I don't believe that an apology really does anything at this point, because to me, it's just words and why now and why now. I think her response really tells you her accountability to what has happened and the idea that should he want to, of course, but that's not going to affect her either way. And I think that's very powerful.
I think what's cool, and I think I learned a lot of it from you too, you always taught me this, is when you don't need forgiveness from someone or you don't need revenge, you have won. There's a superpower in remaining calm when you don't get what you want because you have moved on. If she still needed that forgiveness, she's not done. Does that make sense?
Right.
She's so done, the fork is in the chicken. Is that what you say?
Wow.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Because you know what it is? It shows that she came out from all that bullying, moved on, and doesn't need it. That is the bravest, strongest part of that interview, I thought.
Yeah, but the sad thing is that she had to do it, Tori. You know, I feel like one of the things that makes me sad about this, and Erica, I agree with you, at this point, I don't know what an apology would do, but it's almost like when a 50-year-old dates a 22-year-old. Is it legal? Yes. But the worst thing about that is you're taking their youth away because you're bringing your old man, 50-year-old problems
Stop talking about yourself.
to a 20, yeah, I know. But like to a 22-year-old that should be doing 22-year-old things. And he took away her 20s and her 30s, where she should have been going to happy hour and falling in love and falling out of love and all these things. And instead of that, she became a running joke for 2 decades.
She had a scarlet letter on her.
Absolutely. Her name is synonymous with this one thing that she did when she was a young, impressionable woman that, when I say she did, she was a part of. And it just, what he did was he took her time.
Yeah.
And that was the worst thing. He took her time and something you can't get back.
Her anonymity to the point where when I remember I went to school at UCLA, so I would go to Brentwood quite a bit. And this was probably the year 2000. I was still in college, and I remember seeing her in a couch store. Couches I could not afford, but I was perusing, imagining I could buy one of these couches. So Monica Lewinsky was in there, and I could not believe the way people looked at her, the way people openly were having conversations about her. They thought they were whispering, but I guess they didn't care. And the way I look, and she was with her family. I mean, what I thought was her family, because they were older people all around her. It could have been her grandparents, her parents, I don't know. And my heart broke in that moment. And I really don't know if I had a thought or an opinion before that, and I'm embarrassed to say that. But when I actually saw her in the flesh,
being bullied
with her family surrounding her, I could not imagine being in her shoes, even if people say she somewhat deserved it because she was complicit. Nobody deserves that. Nobody does. Let's look at what our viewers have to say. 53% of you say no, Bill Clinton does not owe her an apology. Well, there you go.